Level design is one of the things that I love to do in Unity, and I'm by no means a real artist, a digital artist, or any kind of artist. So how do I design my level? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. I'm going to be showing you some of the methods that I used to create my levels in Unity, and also since this is a devlog, I'll be showing you some of the progress I've made on the game as well too. So let's jump right into it. So before designing a level, there are two things I also like to put into consideration, in which the first one is what is the story, what is the gameplay I'm trying to portray in this level. And in this case, the player has to escape from prison, so he has to fight one or two enemies and face one or two puzzles as well, and then escape into the outer world. And that's the main gameplay and the story. And the second thing I like to put into consideration as well is inspiration, because like I said, I'm not an artist, so I kind of get inspired by many things, such as games that I've played, movies that I've watched, and most time I just kind of search on Google things that I want to design, and in this case that's what I did. I just kind of search sci-fi level and I see so many things just to get the color composition and how they lay down this level, which is great. So with these two things in mind, I started off modeling in Blender, and after a while I was able to come up with this absolute masterpiece, which is the starting point for the level. So I imported that into Unity and decided to change the materials. So I created new materials for the level, and the first set of materials which I created were the black and white, and then I made them metallic by increasing the metallic value and also increasing the smoothness value as well. And the smoothness value is essentially how light reflects through the surface material. And then as for lightening the scene up, I created a new material and made sure the emission checkbox was checked. And also, if you want to use this, make sure you have post-processing in your scene, and then you have the bloom checked as well. So after creating the materials, I drag and drop the materials onto the level, and then this is how it looks now, which is way better than the way it was before. So with this method I kept on modeling, and after a while I was able to get this, then after a while again I got this, and then finally I got this. Also, while modeling the level, I created some puzzle areas which is essentially lava, but in Unity I made them in such a way that the player can't see them from afar off, and the player has to get between a particular distance to the lava position for the lava to open up. So I animated it, which is great, and that kind of makes it look puzzle-like in nature. I moved on to working on an interior design, which is basically interior design for an interior level design. Yeah, if you get what I'm saying. So and then I started off from the player's position, actually, because it's starting from a prison area, so I had to make something similar to a prison area. So I made a chair, I made a table, I made a bed, I made a prison door which animates whenever I start the game, and then lastly I made a shelf, which is kind of funny because there's nothing a prisoner wants to use a shelf for. It's not like he goes out to buy something and keeps it there, but I just put it there just to fill out empty spaces, and I think it fulfills that purpose, so that's great. And then I just did simple interior designing for the whole map just to make it feel a little bit alive. And yeah, so we have almost everything we need in the game, like chairs, beds, puzzle, lava, and so on, but there's still something missing which you don't have in the game, which is the enemy AI for the level, because you can't expect to escape prison and then you expect to go scot-free without any challenges, without anyone stopping you. So I just added the enemy AI, which I made in the previous devlog, and then I had to tweak one or two values to make them suitable for this level. So now the enemy can chase us around the scene, move towards us and attack us, which is great. But then one thing I didn't talk about in my previous devlog was that the enemy AI couldn't take damage, but now they can, and I'm basically doing this by using the raycast function. So whenever any of the combat option is used, which is the punch and the kick, a raycast is created from the player's position to the forward position, and if it hits the enemy, then it deducts damage from the enemy AI, which is a good enough system for me. And also the player can also take damage as well now from the enemy AI's bullet. And so after working on all of these, I decided to collate everything together to try to play the game. So I'm going to show you the gameplay clip now, so sit back and enjoy. Okay, so yeah, I'm not an epic gamer, but that's the way I design my levels, and that's the progress I've been able to make on the game so far as well. And I've started working on the exterior level design, but I'm not going to show you that in this video because I don't want to make this video too long. So I'll show that in my next devlog, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And yeah, that's it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you some other times. Peace out.